Welcome to Instant Anime.
Just add music.
Welcome back to another installment of Spooktober.
Yeah. Is this when we do like the Twilight Zone theme as well? And it's like...
Surprise, this episode is just themes.
It's the theme cast.
Yes.
It's the anime theme cast.
We've run out of ideas.
Yep.
I'm kidding. We have ideas.
Yeah, kind of.
And let me explain to you what exactly I mean by that, if you haven't listened before. Oh, I'm Sarah, by the way.
I'm Jimmy.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
So, what Jimmy and I do here is we listen to a song, and in this case, it is a spoopy song.
Spoops.
Didn't mean to say that, meant to say spooky. In this case, it's spooky.
Spoopy.
And we pretend that it is the theme song for an anime that hopefully doesn't exist. What we do is separately take 5 minutes to write that anime. Then, once we've written it down, we come together and we make a mega anime. Which is what you will hear if you keep listening. Please keep listening.
Combine it like a Megazord.
Yeah. Like,
Power Ranger.
Oh, I was thinking Transformer, all the pieces.
It's all kind of the same, right?
Combination makes it better and stronger.
Head, torso, 2 arms, 2 legs. It's all different people.
Yeah, but it's just the
It's
two of
just
us and
two-
our
two
made-up
ideas,
interns.
yes.
Okay.
It would be like if we only made mech anime. We would have a torso part and a bottom part.
Is that our next month?
Yeah.
Mech March?
Mecha May.
Oh,
Mecha May March.
I like that.
Or something. Oh, Mecha May.
Yeah, no, that's
Shit.
I thought what you were going with.
I said it and like my brain was like, that's the one. And then I was like,
But in March.
Mecha May Jew. No.
Oh, dear.
Yes.
Okay. I think we've kind of explained what we do.
Yeah, a little bit.
So today's spooky song is Sleepwalking by Dreamcatcher.
Yeah. They're a favorite of ours. I
Yeah,
think
they've
we've done,
shown up before, I think.
I think they may have been in a Spooktober episode. If not, it was some other creepy style episode because
They have some creepy things
they've
going.
got some hard rock. They've got some stuff going on.
They span the gamut.
This one's more of like a techno heavy
Yeah.
song of theirs though.
It is.
It's kind of cool.
It kind of lent me to my idea.
Same here.
Really?
Yeah, share yours.
Okay. I immediately got like Stranger Things vibes.
Okay, cool.
So,
You've totally watched that show.
I watched the second season, like the second half of it.
No, yeah, you did.
Anyway.
Because Sean Astin's in it.
Well, yeah. Goonies never say die. And then...
Spoilers.
Okay, so early 1980s high school is the setting.
Cool.
A fairly popular and influential girl starts a coven in order to get back at an ex-boyfriend after a terrible breakup. She freaks out her friends, but they want to be supportive, and also she's the leader, so they just kind of go along with it. They end up doing many weird rituals that have seemingly no effect. And the other girls really want to stop, but the popular girl is convinced that one last thing will do the trick.
Blood sacrifice.
So the show climaxes at a midnight full moon ceremony where the popular girl has killed the ex,
Oh my
also
God.
possibly his new girlfriend, and then surprisingly, or by surprise, there we go,
I was like, unsurprisingly, he's dead.
feeds the group of her friends their blood.
Oh.
And at this point, I recalled the story that I just told you about my friend's dog, who's a tiny Shih Tzu, that managed to get her muzzle all bloody when her human father was butchering a deer after hunting. And yeah, as soon as I wrote that down, I was like, oh, that's where the idea came from.
I see.
So that's why I was laughing to myself.
Had you just recently heard that story, or was
Yes.
that... Okay.
Yeah.
So it just snapped back in, and you're like, but it was people.
Ah. So yeah, like the popular girl has like goblets or something, and she's like, drink up, and it's the blood.
You chose poorly.
So
Cool. I mean, gross, but
Yeah, my first thought was like cannibalism, but I was like, I don't actually want to see that in
no.
an anime.
It's just the end. They raise the cups and then it's over.
And their teeth are all red.
No. You don't even. They just
What?
raise the cups.
How will you know it's blood?
You can see it. And you saw her
Wait,
pour
this
it.
is my idea.
No, that's great. I mean,
But,
it's terrifying.
Like it's not like a real coven because you know how I feel
no.
about
It's
like
just like she goes on
witches.
creepypasta and is like,
Yeah, basically. And she's like, all we need is to like do this midnight
Yeah.
ritual on like an equinox or something.
But okay, you were saying that like she wants to do like worse things to the ex-boyfriend, but then she just like kills him as like the ultimate worst thing.
Yeah, I'm imagining they do a lot of like curses that don't work.
And then
or
she's like, well, I'll just kill him.
voodoo magic
That'll work.
or whatever. And then she's like, I just need to, I don't know, ingest their blood and then their pain, I won't feel pain anymore or something weird.
So
But she keeps trying and it doesn't do
Right.
anything. And so she's like, I know what will work.
I feel like a large part of the show is even just like getting this
it's just the
ex-boyfriend.
build-up, yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like even just getting them back down into this basement area to be sacrificed.
Well, I was imagining that we don't know what happened.
Oh,
It's just
the girl just like does
friends
it by herself.
Show up and she's like, "Welcome to the ceremony," blah blah blah, and everyone drinks.
She already butchered this boy and girl.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. Can we make them all Shih Tzus? It might make it a bit more acceptable.
Bark. Growl.
So that's your idea?
Growl. Yeah, that's
All right.
my idea.
Well, shit.
But yeah, the popular girl just goes on it, and then all the friends just kind of show up for the aftermath and end up inadvertently
becoming Wendigos.
drinking it. I don't know what you just said.
Wendigos?
Is that like a Winnebago? Because that's the first thing
In
I
a way,
thought of.
you become the human Winnebago.
Oh, God.
Wendigo is, I think, Native American lore of like cannibals that eat people and then become stronger and absorb their
Yep.
life essence.
Let's go with that.
Yep. That's like the just, traditional creepy Halloween way to take your story. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll go my way.
I hate my ideas for Spooktober.
You always do like outdo yourself and
I
then you're
try.
like, I'll have nightmares in an hour.
And I do. I do. Except my brain has this weird failsafe that when I have something like truly scary right before bed, I always dream about kittens and cookies. It's
That's
happened like
excellent.
4 different times.
That's a good way to go.
It's
All right.
What do you mean to go? Okay, give me
in
your
your
idea.
sleep.
With kittens and cookies.
Yes, dead. Pool of blood. Okay, I did have an
Guess
idea to kind of link our ideas, but I'll share mine. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we'll see
Give me
how
it
goes.
straight, man.
If you get anything from mine, my idea involves this. Traveling through space in a wormhole gets you from point A to point B in the blink of an eye, and has become the ideal way to travel between the stars.
Cool.
It's kind of like a commercial for wormhole travel, you know? Mm-hmm. All is well and good until a certain trip takes an unexpected turn when the crew of a derelict vessel are not able to get out of their wormhole course.
Oh.
The reason behind this becomes evidently more clear when they come in contact with the beings that created the wormholes in the first place. Space worms.
Oh my god, okay.
One problem.
Are we humans up to this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I really didn't specify at all. Just a crew on a derelict vessel.
All right.
One problem, this space worm is hungry, which is why it has trapped its meal in the tunnels of its space home. It's a race against time for these wary
I
travelers.
shouldn't laugh, but it's just a great image. Yeah, my space home. Fine, I'll eat you.
I know, I just wanted to add space to as many words after I added space worm. It's a race against time for these wary travelers as they try to escape this hell they've stepped into. And like a big space worm. It's like a time worm. Just like
Okay.
magical 1,000,000,000 teeth rows, just like wow.
Are we thinking like in James and the Giant Peach?
Yeah, like the thing that tries to pull them into the ocean.
The sharks?
The shark one. Yeah, kinda.
Just the rose.
But like huge and not mechanical, just like a creepy
Sure.
flesh and space worm.
Gross.
get off my space lawn.
It's my space home.
These are my space tunnels.
Yeah.
So my original thought while you were sharing your idea to combine them is the captain of this space vessel has willingly, like, let their crew go into this trap to be sacrificed to the space worms, who they deem are like a god race because they created like wormholes, basically. So that's my idea, and combining it. And by your face, that sounds like a good idea.
You look absolutely horrified.
Disgusted.
Ugh.
So you got anything for me in combining our ideas?
They are very different.
Super different.
Very different.
My like I brought up, it was more techno-y Dreamcatcher song, like went straight to space.
Yeah, you have a straight to space button.
Yes, I went
Straight to space.
I pressed it like minute 1 of the song.
You slapped that bitch.
Went right there. Well,
that like the easy button ads?
I caressed it very nicely.
Oh, goodness. That's somehow worse.
It is just a button. I slapped that bitch.
So, while you were... I'm not going to say it again.
Slapping that button. Slapping that button all the way to Space Town. From my space home.
Yeah.
I quit my space job.
No.
And
What about your space insurance?
I went on a space journey.
Space insurance. Dang it.
Yeah. We got a lot of space shortage
My tongue
for
twisting
Sean Connery to get
tasks
twisted.
are not great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
My thought because we could either anchor it in Space World.
Right. Or high school world.
High school. And not to play favorites, but I'm going to say that if we did do the high school one, rather than like worm people, it could be some sort of alien or magical creature that can create portals.
I mean, the worms are aliens.
I know, but something that can look like a human. No offense to worms.
Okay.
Unless they're like, earthworms, in which case they're very small portals.
My wormhole.
Maybe not the most
But they can
useful.
travel across space and time in these very small wormholes.
I mean, you also can like cut them in half and they live. So I'd believe it. If anybody.
Bisectional, have multiple hearts or whatever. Yeah.
I don't know how it works.
I don't even.
Biology.
Something.
But that's depending on which theater we want to set our things in motion.
I think putting it in your high school, I mean, you literally said Stranger Things, and the second season of Stranger Things is literally all about a portal.
I don't remember it that well enough.
Yes, I do. It's like a big, big portal.
Is that where
things
like the
trying to get through?
Dog things come out under the hospital?
Uh-huh.
Is that the portal?
Uh-huh.
I do slightly remember that.
Uh-huh. But like the big, big thing's trying to get out of that portal as well. And then 11 goes down the elevator, and then she closes it up. I don't even know if you saw the finale, but spoilers if you haven't watched season 2.
It's been out a while.
I mean, season 3 is like in production because the kids are growing up at exponential rates. Just how children do that. But yeah. So I mean, having it being portal creatures is just like, we made Stranger Things again.
Okay.
So maybe we adapt more of your witch coven into space and have like a weird witch religion thing.
Okay.
Because it's creepy. Like, you don't like it. Your brain doesn't want to go there because it is like the creepier option.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, we're taking it there, and it's the creepier episode.
Okay.
We got to up the ante. All our fans, all our one faniel is...
Oh my god. Is that what our fans are called? Fanuels? Oh my god. Didn't we have a different thing long ago?
Probably, that neither of us remember. Yeah, probably.
I remember I said it a lot and you were like, no, that's not going to happen.
And I was like, Fanime.
Maybe it was.
No, that's the worst.
Well, it wasn't good.
Well, neither is Fanuels.
Well... if ever we get more than one fanuel, we can a poll.
We're trying to exponentially spook our customers here that are coming to the spook shop of instant anime in October. I mean,
true.
we're like
Halfway
a week and a
through
half away from October, or like Halloween now, right? Like,
yes, because That's the only day that
It's like we
matters.
got 1%, and then, like, it's
all right.
the day.
All
so,
right, well,
I mean, this isn't
should we
that
pack
creepy.
this away? And no, I'm kidding.
Put this right out on the 31st. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Your
got
like
giant
high school
worm creatures.
I mean, we can adapt that to be something different, but I
Okay.
think your girl tempting all of her friends and having like a weird blood ritual for an enemy of hers that was a friend or something, and sacrificing for revenge, sacrificing it to these dimensional creatures that everyone takes advantage of.
Yeah.
Is kind of a cool idea.
So, like the main, be they a high school girl in the 80s or otherwise,
Space 80s.
The space 80s girl, popular and influential as
Retro
she is.
futuristic.
Back
Space
to that
80s
good
girl.
one. Oh God, it hurts me to think about. So she would be somehow coveting these space worms.
Yeah, like she gets
she
gets
idolizes
some
them.
She gets some item that allows her to see or be more aware of wormholes, and therefore grows covetous of their ability to go through space and time at such a speed. And she's like aging, and she can like see that, but she wants to see the edge of the universe or something, and wants to use their power or something like that. I don't know. It doesn't have to go that way, but
maybe, and knock me down if this is not what you're into. Maybe she has a sibling that was lost in a wormhole, and she wants to conquer it in an attempt to get them back.
That's kind of noble, but I still
then
want
it
her to be
goes
like evil.
dark.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna say that she's got like a twin or something.
A twin or an
like,
older sibling.
Really
that,
tight bond.
Yeah, they were in like NASA, and they were doing the early tests of wormhole technology, and kind of like Big Hero 6, with the teleporting thing, and they just get like out of step of time or whatever.
Didn't go well.
Was that Big Hero 6?
It was.
Man, spoilers for a bunch of stuff this
that
episode.
one's quite old though, I believe, by spoilers terms.
Well, good.
I think you're safe.
I'm like kind of spoiling it for myself too, because I haven't seen that movie since it came out.
It's been a while.
I'm like, there's a portal, I think, and
There is.
And
they find the footage of it, like
right,
the wreckage,
like
and then they
somebody
find the
getting
footage
sucked
and saw
in.
what happened.
Yeah, the wrecked portal. Either way, I think
Wrecked.
something like that happens, and instead of the hero route, it becomes kind of a twisted obsession with the power.
I'm guessing as she continues to try and doesn't have any luck, and they shut her down. They like close down funding. And so she goes from science to like this weird
alchemical
yeah
weird thing. Okay.
where maybe she
comes in contact with like
one of the worms.
With a worm that's like more sentient and like gives her like a weird stone or something that
And she's convinced that, the worm spoke to her and told her that she just needs to offer enough like blood to get back her sibling.
Yeah.
Because they have them,
but like it's like the sibling is like super insane or like out of time or something.
I just imagine they're dead.
Or like dead, yeah.
They're just
They're
sorry.
just not.
It's all in vain.
They're a skeleton.
But maybe she has been doing this for I like the idea that they're still alive, but they're like 20 and she's like 70 now because she's been doing it so long, but they've been like suspended and has not aged.
Stasis.
Yes. And so they feel like they've been gone for like a second when they get brought back.
Yeah. And it's like weird.
Which means she has to be successful in some way, which is even worse.
Yeah, because it means that like her plan to kill a bunch of people follows through. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is kind of like movie-esque, but I think, kind of short series style.
Yeah, I feel like we could do a lot with it in a series.
Yeah.
Because we could have the, it going wrong and her years of frustration, obviously shortened. And then,
Yes, no, every second
they,
of every year.
They're like, you're going off the deep end. Like her boss is like, you need to take some time off. And she's like, yes, you're right. And she comes back and appears to be very well put together and says, I understand that my sister is lost and it was silly of me to try. And she's like, I would be honored to
But that's the
captain
height of
the next,
the worm madness.
like, ship. And then she gets all the people and uses them as a bartering chip.
Yeah. And one of them maybe does, I think, kind of
One kind of catches on and she offs them.
No. I think
okay.
I think in standard like style, one catches on or has done their homework on this crazy lady and knew that she was kind of off the deep end or very like likely that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. But also
And
one of the most brilliant minds.
exactly, but like somehow sabotages it so that when the sister comes back, it's like she's still out of time and like ages incredibly fast, and then like something terribly happens.
Like zaps out of time.
Yeah,
then,
like
just
something
as
terrible
fast.
happened and like is just gone, and then like that really breaks the main.
I like that
lady.
idea. They're like halfway through the ritual, and the sister's like flickering in. This is very Back to
And
the
they're
Future.
they're like
flickering into
they're
the
like
picture.
going in to like hug, like embrace, because it's like finally all this
and
hard work.
she like goes all like Indiana Jones and just kind of like melts away.
Yeah, but like
Don't open
reverse,
the arc,
but
y'all.
like reverses and like accelerates like both. Like it's just like
Yeah, just everywhere.
yeah.
And it looks like she's in pain,
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like
screaming out.
yeah, like the sound is muffled because it's in like a different time, but it kind of
But
is
you
like
can see it.
yeah.
You can see it on her face.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Oh, God. And then scientist lady would lose it.
Oh, definitely.
And then what?
I guess they just like all would die. She just like jettisons them
the
off
one
into
that,
space, and then like escape pod
Found
one
out, I assume, is going to
team up
try
with
and
some people,
save.
and yeah,
Like someone, I assume, will have had to die for the blood sacrifice.
yeah, definitely.
Probably not just like the, testing rats in the back of the ship or anything.
No, like George the janitor on the ship. He's gone.
That's too bad. he's a friendly
He wasn't needed to keep the shields up,
Yeah, I suppose so.
so the floors get a little dirtier.
But yeah, I imagine once she loses her sister, she just tries to take everybody out.
Definitely. And then it's like a fight against her to save their own asses and just the
And then
ship
it turns
in
into
general.
more of an action film, and I assume they get out okay.
Yeah, probably. Or they all die.
Well, how dark do you want to get? It's not,
Well,
it's
like
not Halloween yet.
there was that one movie your dad was watching with the like alien and Jake Gyllenhaal or something. Like it was a weird amount of people were in that movie, and it ended with I think it was just called like Life or something because they found like a weird space alien that was like kind of mind controlling people. Or
I don't remember.
I
this
watched
at
like the
all.
last like 15 minutes of it.
When were you hanging out with my dad?
It was like last Christmas, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That checks out.
I think your brother was there too. And we were watching it late at night. You were probably asleep.
That sounds like me.
And the alien, like, you think was stuck on the space station or something. Because, like, the one person felt like a hero because they, like, jettisoned some person off to Earth. But then, like, that person who lands in the ocean and is, like, getting picked up, like, the thing, like, crawls on his shoulder, like, hey, I'm here too. And it's like, no. And then the movie just, like, ends.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it was, like, a pretty cool sci-fi.
We did that with the
Trope.
expansion.
Yeah. With the
Yeah.
with the
The captain,
captain being
ended
the
up
actual
being
one. Yeah,
one of the shapeshifters.
getting off scot free.
Yep.
Yeah,
Was that Spooktober?
expansion was definitely Spooktober.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had my like flickering light transformation thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
All right.
this is reminiscent of that.
Bringing it all back.
Officer Davies. We'll have somebody in the show called Officer Davies.
Yep.
Yeah,
Maybe he's the janitor
yeah.
that doesn't make it.
Oh no, with his claw hand.
Moment of silence.
I think that's
Check our Redbubble for merch.
yeah. That's a plug.
Ha.
Haha.
Okay, so but she gets real creepy. We're gonna focus more on creepy scientist lady or the character that like thwarts it all.
Creepy scientist lady definitely is a more compelling character because of her like noble goals, but very like fucked up means of achieving those goals in the end. And it's creepy.
Agreed.
And we've done it.
Does anybody have to drink blood still? Do I get my visual of bloody teeth?
I don't like it, but
like
maybe
the drink and it's
maybe
on the
she
chin
does
and
it.
she smiles and you see it.
I mean, maybe she does it because she's a creepy fucking lady.
Well, maybe that's what gets her sister there.
Yeah, is like
Her
the
drinking
blood
it.
bond between siblings is very strong, and I don't know.
She drinks her own blood?
No.
Okay.
She drinks the other person's blood, but like the connection of two people is strong enough to.
This is a weird, like, pseudoscience.
Definitely. Are you kidding me? We created a witch coven space.
I don't think the witches are there anymore.
No,
This is entirely secret.
right, but it's become ritualistic and
Big time.
covenist and Wiccan-y.
I don't know enough about Wiccans, and this feels mean for them.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think it's Wiccan at all, but it's witchy and in the tropey way that witches are witches, and not Wiccan witches, just like wicked witches.
Of the...
West or east, whichever.
Oh, sure.
What have you?
It's hard to tell in space.
Equality is so easy in space.
I just meant it's hard to tell east or west.
Oh, that's true. There's the Z direction as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But equality, too. Yeah.
It's hard to tell witches apart in space. Everyone looks the same. Okay. When you're in a opaque astronaut helmet. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
Okay.
All right, let's
So...
flesh out anything else or title time.
I think it's all right.
You're
Can
so
you think of
pensive
anything?
about it.
I feel like we've established it's more about the female scientist who's growing
Definitely.
old and
Senile.
a little bit, but is able to put on a brave face so as to get back to her position and allow her access into the new wormhole for some sort of research wherein she just kills someone.
Yeah.
Maybe she has that stone and like pours blood on it and like licks it off. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's like very scientific, like the practice of wormholes and like science and space and stuff. Mm-hmm. But then she's just like bloodstones and rituals, haha.
and for some reason it works.
Yeah. And like confuses everyone because they're like, this goes against science and laws. I think there's something in her leave, like she goes to see a therapist and then the therapist is like possessed or like a worm. The wormhole comes out of like the therapist's
What
head.
the hell?
And that's like where she gets all the ideas to do crazy things, maybe.
She goes to get help and instead there's a worm,
Yeah.
a space worm who turns her.
Yeah. But like not really. Like she was already kind of like, but she was like desperately searching for answers, and then this like space worm that just wants more like sacrifices is like, do this. Here's a stone.
You know what?
What?
It's not even a space worm.
What is it?
It's a faux space worm. It's posing as a space worm.
it's Space Devil?
Yeah, it's not the gentle, noble blue whales of the space.
Oh no, it's Space Devil.
Yeah.
Space Beelzebub. Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Don't you like that better?
Yeah.
And so she like is waiting for her doctor, therapist, whatever, and it tears into the waiting room and talks to her and is like, I know what you need. And then it just like zips it shut and she's able to go in and is like, actually, I'm okay.
Yep.
And they're like, cool. Clean bill of health.
Yeah.
You just needed some rest.
Go to the
You were
locker.
dehydrated.
Go to locker 6A in the train station and open
What is it, rat race?
I'm weaning.
I'm weaning.
Yeah.
Oh, Rowan Atkinson.
I don't know. I think there is like a meteorite or something, you know, that it knows the Space Devil knows the coordinates to, and it is the stone that she needs. I don't fucking know. It's fine. It's a
But
show. It's a made up show.
You
It
like
doesn't
that
matter.
idea,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Where it's posing as a space worm.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's really good. And then it's like really a demon ritual. Like,
Yes.
for real.
Yes.
Like they make.
There we go. Because I didn't want these helpful space worm tube makers
Okay,
with their
so I
space
think
worm homes.
I think now that they are
be
the blue whales of the
Do you like
space
that?
sea.
I
Yes,
like
I
that.
think they come in. That's why the sister is still alive, is because she is in this like stasis realm, and they
is
just
the
like give
one
her
that
stuff.
the demon shows her not actually her sister at all?
Yeah, it's probably like a replayed vision of when she was like first freaking out or something.
Because what if like the scientist lady, goes through the ritual? We see the sister's face like twisted in pain, but she's not really there, so she can't like get at her.
Yeah.
She blows up the ship or whatever the hell, and then the person who got off is actually able to like get the real sister back.
Oh, I like that.
Because she was just like hanging out somewhere, and they were able to save her and be like, your sister.
Yeah, like
tried to
the
find
ritual
you.
kind of works, but it's like summoning this demon that looks like the sister, but then the
Yes.
sister is also
Because that demon just wanted to like eat all of them or whatever.
but then the sister like is somehow tied to it because it's like her visage is used and then somehow ends up in some weird like black hole wormhole dimension and like
But
just pops out.
Yeah, she gets popped out back where she started, basically.
Yeah. And they're like, oh my god, the coordinates. And then they just like save her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds good.
And then you have the devastation of the one sister who was lost being back like years later and having to deal with everything.
Yeah.
And that's a horror into of itself.
Oh my god. Existential.
We're good at that this month.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good end.
Okay. I feel better about this.
We feel better about making this more horrifying somehow.
It's more well-rounded in its terror. That's all you can really ask
So
for.
holistic in its terror.
What just two categories could we use to describe
I know.
such
How to boil
majesty?
it down to two, I think, ritual
Yep.
and
Blood ritual.
science.
Yeah.
Sure.
Blue whales of space.
Ritual science.
Ritual science.
Let's
Is
do
that
it.
a title?
Maybe. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. Do you want to do a ritual word or a science word first?
I will take a science word.
I'll do a ritual word. 3, 2, 1. Sacrificial.
Meticulous.
Cool.
Switch.
Switcheroo. 3, 2, 1. Bond.
Blood.
Blood bond.
It's cool, but I don't know if it fits what we're
No,
doing.
but we did come up with a cool.
Because then it just turns into like
alliteration.
Space Brothers.
Yeah, we pricked our thumbs and gave you. Yeah.
Okay, I came up with one additional word for each category.
Oh, okay. Dang.
So I also thought rune and hypothesize.
Okay.
But I have a full title that I'm really proud of.
Oh shit.
Ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Chant and decant.
Oh man, that would give the wrong message
I'm
about
so
this
proud
show.
of it, though.
That
It's
would
a
be
joke title.
That would be like a cute witch, just like
That's what I really like.
doing fun spells
Mm-hmm.
and having a very tiny black cat who's always perpetually a kitten
See, that's my dream life.
and looks up at her as she's stirring a pot cauldron. Yeah.
That's what I want. Anyway, yeah, chant and decant.
Chant and decant is both a ritual word and a science word. That's great.
what I did there?
You won. It's definitely not the title of
No,
this
it's a joke of this one.
terrifying show.
But anyhow.
Yeah, it's like if we did this one not in October and we're just like, it wasn't scary.
No, well,
It just
I
didn't
don't.
end up being scary. Just a
I don't
friendly
think
witch.
it would have been anywhere near this story if it weren't Spooktober.
Just a friendly witch who chants and gives you cool potions.
Yep. Basically, Kiki's mom.
Yes.
Again, just that's my dream. Okay.
All right. So
Back to the
I had like
creepy one.
sacrificial bond. You had like meticulous
Hypothesizing
blood runes. Man, runes of the deep or runes of space runes or I don't know what's
Yeah,
that?
I feel like blood gives it away too much.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
very on the nose.
Yeah.
But we want to keep that hidden, that's like what's happening, right?
Yeah. Runic bonds.
Or
yeah.
does that kind of come into play early that she's doing some freaky stuff?
That's the thing. I feel like it develops quickly, but I don't think it's something that she is into as fast as.
It's more of a surprise.
Yeah, it's like, aha, behind the scenes, she's been doing it the whole time. So I don't think we should spring people on it with the fucking title being like
So maybe
Blood Ritual Sacrifice. Space Sacrifice.
ritual wasn't the best word then.
Maybe not. But I mean, I think it was a good start. I mean, we got some killer words.
Yeah. Our vocab.
Killing
on point.
it. Yeah. I just think we might have to take it in a different direction.
Okay, so give me your science word one more time, please.
Bond, because I like chemistry.
Yes,
bonds,
but also the bond of siblings.
I like doing the double meaning
I know.
word. Come
Double
on.
entendre. It's good fun.
Yeah. And it's kind of a title-y word.
What about, I'm going to throw mine as hypothesized bonds.
No.
Okay. What if I backed off and just said bonds?
Oh.
Just bonds.
Oh, yeah, it's creepy when it's just by itself.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of like an eerie, you're like, bonds to what? Bonds to different
We've got
planes,
the
different realities.
Science things, so all the wormholes, you have, I don't know, some sort of chemical bonds doing all that, and then bonds, you've got the sisters. And
yeah, it's good. And I feel like if you add words to it, it makes it less of a title, like breaking bonds.
It makes it less serious sounding, I think.
Yeah.
And this one's supposed to be pretty serious.
Yeah, I think it's heavy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one's just real. It's really not that funny.
No, I think it has the standard funniness that is inherent in real writing.
Oh dear.
You know, when you write a character who just like cracks a joke, you can't just have a show that's just like House all the time, but House is all jokes. That's why I was serious, but also funny.
Anyway, what do you think of Bonds?
I like Bonds. James Bonds. No, just Bonds?
Just Bonds.
Yeah. That's the one.
Hey,
That's
we
the
did
title
it.
I'm going with.
Cool. Then who would you like to be?
Oh god. I'd probably be like some Houston person, you know?
Okay.
You hear me on like one thing, like, come in. Do you read me? We've picked up an anomaly in the something sector. And it's the sister coming back into reality.
Yeah, that sounds legit.
Bzzzt. You hear like the it's like a person coming back into
Pop.
third dimension. Yeah, who'd you be?
Maybe I'd be one of the crew members,
Okay.
but just like...
Do you die early on?
I'm imagining it's a fairly large crew.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a futuristic giant space colony ship arc thing.
Little Battlestar Galactica
Yeah.
sort of thrown in there.
Yeah.
I just imagine I'd be an extra on board.
Okay. I'll fix the pipes for you. The space pipes.
They're working.
Keeping that space out. Yeah, that's
important.
good. Is Sean Astin in the show?
Yes. He's going to be the hero.
Okay. That's good. We
Is that
mentioned
what you were
him,
thinking?
and then as soon as we found this like hero character that thwarts her ultimate plan, which ends up being like a bad plan anyways, like saves her basically.
Yeah.
Maybe she does die.
Oh, she dies.
She's like super torn into like a demon rift
But
somewhere.
yeah. I just imagine she's worked so much of her life towards this that
Right.
when it fails, she just can't.
Right. But he really
She literally can't
he
even.
he really Goonies it. Mm-hmm. And he saves all the other Goonies.
Yep.
That's
Besides the one that got killed for the ritual.
Yes. That one definitely dies.
But
George the janitor.
other than that, yeah, I would say he
Do you want to...
saves a majority of the people.
I don't have any current
Sister couples?
just lady names
Yeah.
in my head right now. I don't even know how I picked Sean Astin out of thin air, basically.
Well, we talked about him.
I know,
Stranger
but
Things.
like it took a second, you know. I was like, who is
That one.
Sean Astin? So I think we'll table that,
Oh, okay.
or maybe it is very important because it's the main
That's kind of what I was
two
thinking.
characters in the show. Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably should do that.
Yeah.
Do you want them to have American accents or British accents? Because if it's American accent, then they can be British people.
Yeah, let's go with that one. It's more forgiving. I think the sister that's in space with the blue whales of space should be the jovial one.
Okay.
bubbly, and I'm picturing like curly hair for some reason.
Okay. Like a real go-getter.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, she's the one who went into the wormhole for science.
For science.
Yeah.
But someone who's really gregarious.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was picturing.
Gotcha.
Does that align kind of with what you were thinking?
Yeah, definitely. You saw I fed off that.
Yeah, yes, you did.
I added some more adjectives.
Those adjectives. How about Ellen DeGeneres?
Oh my god. That'd be
As
great.
the sister? You would have your real jokes.
That'd be awesome.
And then I want the other sister to be like more stoic. The science one. I mean, they're both scientists, but
The crazy one?
Yeah, I want to refrain, but
I mean, she does go crazy.
yeah, she loses it.
Yeah. We could do an Olsen.
Since we can't have the twins,
Yes.
Elizabeth.
Just the one.
she's pretty damn talented, though.
No.
I mean, I feel like everyone makes fun of the Olsen's twins, like their acting, but Elizabeth is really
She's
talented.
been in a lot of very good things, and
think
she has
she'd
the
be-
range. She could do it.
Yeah. All right. Ellen DeGeneres and Elizabeth Olsen.
2 E names.
And Sean.
And Sean Astin.
EES. Or SEE. See what we did there.
See the bonds breaking? See the bonds forming?
There you go. That'd be like the little tiny print. See the bonds breaking. See the bonds forming. Bonds coming to a theater near you.
Yes.
There, we got the theater poster.
You did it.
Yay.
And it's kind of like 2 hands grasping through a portal or something. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. It's like Jaws, but
Yeah.
with hands.
With hand. One's a big shark hand.
That works because I brought up sharks earlier with James and the Giant Peach.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look at us go.
But it's a worm instead of a shark.
Right. But
The
they're
majestic
the
blue
giant
sea worm. Space worm.
Yeah. They're like blue whales. They're nice.
They're the whales of this space.
We just happen to use their tunnels.
Yes. I like it. This is cool.
I think that's it.
I agree.
This has been
We've done it.
Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jimmy.
Thank you.
Follow us on Twitter if you want to do that. We're at Instant Anime Pod, or
We have our Podbean at instantanime.podbean.com, and that's where we host.
I wonder if people think our Twitter is Instant Anime Pod, or
Oh no, it's not.
it's Instant Anime Pod. Space.
There's also our
Also, so on Twitter we post GIFs that tease the upcoming episodes, and also we give shout outs to fans and
whoever
wrote the song. Yeah, so
used.
this week will be freaking
Dreamcatcher.
Dreamcatcher because they're the bomb.
Yeah.
And they're so good at making spooky tunes.
Yeah, we've used them before for anime tunes.
Yeah, and on our Podbean, it's where we host, so there's links and sidebars. There's clickable links within each episode description.
So you can more easily get to the form for submitting a song for us to use,
Yep.
or you can get to the usually YouTube video that we
Yeah.
link.
I think it's usually, if not always, a YouTube video. If it's not the official music video, it's
We
like a
try.
lyric video. It's not always the easiest. But again, go listen to that song now if you haven't already.
Sleepwalking, Dreamcatcher.
It's a great tune. It's very catchy. I want to add it to some playlist somewhere. I don't know. Speaking of playlists, we're on Spotify.
Yes, we are.
The podcast itself is on Spotify, which is cool. But also, I've made a playlist, a public playlist that has all of the songs available on Spotify that we've used in the show. Mm-hmm. So if you do submit a song and it's on Spotify, then
It'll end up there after we use it.
double winner chicken dinner.
Yum.
So that's it.
We also have our merch linked on our Podbean.
So many links. I just keep
Really?
adding more.
Yeah, actually.
Should probably cut it down.
No.
Never.
All of them.
More links.
More links. More links.
Yes. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.